So the next tune that we're going to do, we're going to switch gears just a little bit. The next tune we're going to do is called Halfway There. It's arranged by Calvin Custer. Slightly more laid back than the last two that we've done, and we've got a couple of great soloists. We have Mr. Dan Larson on the trombone, August on the trombone, and we've got Caitlin on the saxophone. Hope you enjoy Halfway There.
Okay, so this last chart we're going to do is written by a guy named Sammy Nestico. And Sammy is most known for his arrangements that he did for the Basie Band. And he was very prolific in his arrangements with the Basie Band. And this is one of the great tunes that he wrote for the Basie Band. Actually, Basie did an album that came out in 1968, which was called Basie Straight Ahead. And this, of course, is a featured chart from that. So this is a rather sophisticated, more mature level of composition than the one that you just heard. In fact, that halfway there was the first chart we started to play this year. It's very straightforward. It's something we could really focus on style, but it also gave the kids the opportunity to improvise. And as easy as that may seem to do for somebody sitting in the audience, it's very, very challenging to basically instantly compose music based on very limited information. And that's just not how we're trained as players, too. We're rather trained the opposite. This is a whole note. It gets 4 counts. It looks like this. This is where it's placed on the staff. So it goes against all of what we've learned from the very beginning. So for players who are trained that way, like most of us, it's rather a daunting task. So we're trying to get the students to develop motivic ideas, which will then develop into a solo. And motivic ideas can be just rhythmically based. Bop, do, bop is a motive or a riff. And they can also be melodically based, and then trying to get them to develop vocabulary, which is what we're rather limited with right now. The great jazz improvisers, John Coltrane, Miles Davis, Dizzy Gillespie, anybody you want to name, they just have a humongous vocabulary of riffs. And they play the same riffs all the time, they just play them in different orders and at different times. So we're just scratching the surface with that improvisation element, and we're in different places with that, and we look forward to growing in that experience, as it is really the essential part of what jazz music is. So anyways, this tune, Basie Straight Ahead, is going to feature Nicole Utterback once again on the tenor saxophone, and a little jam clarinet solo from Eamon Winship over here, right? Yeah. And this is a really hard swinging chart, so it's a good chart. So when we're done in here, we're going to watch the state championship video after the jazz band's done. That'll just take us a couple of minutes to get off stage. And we'll enjoy that state championship performance from the marching band from last Saturday. And then we're going to mosey on over to the performance gym where the marching band is getting ready for our final run-through of Heels Overhead for you. Okay, so we just transition right on over to the performance gym after this. All right, thank you.